showing you how it's already spreading into the media ecosystem. It's Republican fake news, Joe. It's Republicans doctoring videos. It's Republicans editing content. That's the only reason that Trump is doing well in the polls. It's already started. Check this baby out. So here is a tweet by the New York Times suggesting that a, quote, manipulated video featuring Biden and spread by President Trump has ratcheted up an online war that's put Twitter and Facebook in the middle of a debate over political speech.
Jeez.
Folks, I'm going to show you the video in a second. It's short. It's of Biden. This was not manipulated. It may be edited for time and put on TV. It was not doctored. Joe did not manipulate this. I did not manipulate this.
Sir.
This is a clean. Now, it's not the whole speech. And let me be clear before I play it. Biden goes on to correct himself later. But the campaign is under no obligation whatsoever to include Biden's correction. He's obviously here not endorsing President Trump. The reason political campaigns are now putting out, Republican campaigns and the Trump campaign, obviously, videos of Joe Biden stumbling constantly over his own words is because the man's running to be president of the United States during a crisis. We at least want him to know he's all there. But the Times, again, parroting the fake news narrative, look at what Republicans did, are suggesting we manipulated. His videos have not been manipulated. Check this out.
Turn this primary from a campaign that's about negative attacks into one about what we're for, because we cannot get reelect. We cannot win this reelection. Excuse me. We can only reelect Donald Trump.
Now, again, to be fair to sleepy, creepy Joe, he goes on then to correct himself. I'm not endorsing Trump. Folks, come on. Does the New York Times really think the public is that dumb that they believe Joe Biden's endorsing Donald Trump? I'm serious. I'm not messing with you. It's not a rhetorical question. I mean that. Does anyone out there really believe Joe Biden is endorsing there when he says we have to reelect Donald Trump? That was not why the cut was put out there. The cut was put out there to reflect the fact that Joe Biden does not appear to have a good grasp on anything lately. This man is going to have the nuclear codes. It's a fair question to ask about what his status is. And even if the media tells you it's not a fair question, that's because they're fake news. No one believes Biden endorsed Trump. That wasn't manipulated. Those are his actual words. Again, they are going right back to 2016. Let me show you this Ryan Lizza, CNN joker, a Politico guy. I don't even know where this guy's from. Suggesting again, a quote and a tweet. I didn't realize this was a whole coordinated thing. The disinformation campaign being launched against Biden. Of course, Lizza's putting out a warning sign to all his fellow liberals that, listen, anytime a conservative commentator mentions Biden's stumbles and gaffes and potential mental state, we're supposed to say this is fake news. Just on cue, Joe, just like I told you NPR had signaled before. It's all fake news. Maybe the Russians did it.
Did
so
you
just
get
to be
your
clear,
today?
That's Ryan Lizza, leftist, I believe CNN and Politico commentator, suggesting it's a disinformation campaign to comment on this candidate showing obvious signs of a mental decline. Any commentary, Joe, is disinformation. That's his principles, right? I'm just putting that out there. So, Joe, if those are his principles, would it be fair to say that commenting on Trump's mental state would then be disinformation too?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's put up a tweet by the same guy, Ryan Lizza. Quote, he quotes his piece in the Star. Once unmentionable, questions about Trump's mental health have started to bubble into respectable American forms. Again, showing you, ladies and gentlemen, these are the real sources of disinformation. Don't dare comment on Joe Biden's mental state, despite obvious signs of some serious trouble. But when it comes to Trump, open season, baby. It's a duck hunt. Frauds.
You just heard the Dan Bongino Show.
You can also get Dan's podcasts on iTunes or SoundCloud. And follow Dan on Twitter 24/7 at @DBongino.